Hi friends, I'm Lana from Lore and Lullabies, and in this video we are going to be telling you all about the upcoming read-alongs for the Last Read book club.
Here we go. First of all, I'm going to explain a little bit about the poll for March and April. So we decided to do this on our Discord, which is where the vast majority of our members and our friends are, and the easiest place to kind of update you all on things. We also have a Twitter, so if you're interested in joining in, or if you have been joining in and you aren't part of those two places, the links will be below for them. We usually run the polls on Discord. It's the easiest place. So if you want to have a say on what we're reading, you can pop over there. Also, you can add suggestions of what you'd like to read in the future. And also we have throughout the month, sometimes some reading schedules, a little bit of discussion over there ahead of our live shows. For February, there has been a little bit of a change. We were meant to read The Witch King by H.E. Edgmond, but we've had to change it because of lack of access. I think I was the only host who could get a copy of it, and very few of our members on Discord could either. So we decided to change it. We will still be reading The Witch King, but it will be in June of this year after the paperback is released here in Australia, and hopefully it will be a little more accessible through libraries and a more accessible price for you.
As for May's book, we will actually be deciding that by using a spinny wheel app. So Lana, at the end of the video, she's going to pick out May's book for us. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Instead, we are going to be reading Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. We wanted to stick with something that was still LGBTQIA+, and this was the one that we kind of decided between us hosts, one that the three of us could all get our hands on, and one that seems to be more accessible for others. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a synopsis as to what the book is about. It is a little bit of a Peter Pan retelling. The little pitch is when children go missing in the small coastal town of Astoria, people look to Wendy for answers. So it says that 5 years ago, Wendy and her brothers went into the woods and only Wendy came back. So in that time, 5 years later, Peter turns up, who is a boy that Wendy thought only really existed inside her dreams. And he says that if they don't do something, all these children that have gone missing are going to face the same fate as Wendy's brothers. Aidan Thomas is, of course, the author of Cemetery Boys, which is quite popular. This one is a little less popular, but still lots of people have read it, so it should be an exciting read for us all, I think. I would love to hear if you are joining in.
In March, as voted by you, we will be reading Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Caraval is a fantasy softcore enemies to lovers story set in a carnival that takes place once a year, where the patrons of the carnival actually get to be involved in the carnival itself. The story revolves around two sisters, one of which is kidnapped by the carnival to be the main center of the show, essentially. Whoever finds her first is the winner of the carnival for that year. The other sister, Scarlett, has always been told that the carnival is an elaborate performance. However, she does get swept away by the love and the heartbreak and magic of it all. Scarlett has 5 nights to find her sister, or she could be lost forever. There are so many twists and turns in the first book of this trilogy, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. We don't currently have the second and third books in the Caraval trilogy planned, But if you would like us to read those as a book club, then let us know. We're more than happy to.
And the book that won the poll for what we will read in April is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This is actually a reread for me. This is one of my favourite books of all time, and I'm really excited to read this with you guys. So, we follow a man who was, I think, in his late 20s, early 30s, and he moves down from Scotland to London. He's got a really big, important job, got himself a partner, you know, having what he imagines to be the best life. And then one day he sees a young woman, lying on the street who is obviously in serious need of help. So he helps her, and he suddenly sort of brought into this world, this other version of London, which is called London Below, and he starts down this adventure. Yeah, I really enjoy this book. I think it's fantastic. I love Neil Gaiman's writing style. I love the way that he weaves his stories together. He's very imaginative, and I am super excited. It's been a while since I read this one, so I'm really excited that it won the poll and that we'll be reading it together in April. So yeah, like I said, this is April's book, Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman.
I have a baby in my arms. Very on brand for me. In May, we will be selecting our book via a spinning wheel. We've put all of the current suggestions for the books to read into a spreadsheet, and we'll use said suggestions to pick the top 4 options. We have added... Hey. We have added all of those suggestions into a spinning wheel to produce 4 books to vote on for May. So, without further ado, let's go do that.
Note to let you guys know that we are aware that this was a lot of information in this video, so there is another announcement video that will come out towards the end of May, letting you know about June, July and August. So yeah, don't worry if this was a lot of information and if you've forgotten what's going to happen in June, particularly given that that's quite a while away, and everything, we will let you know in that new announcement video.
If you like this video or would like to join us for any of these read-alongs, we would love to have you. All of our socials and the Discord will be linked below. I'll also link the channels to Ely and Mel. Please go check them out if you haven't already. Subscribe to them. They are amazing booktubers and just beautiful, genuine people as well. Please comment down below if you have read any of these books, your thoughts, if you would like to join us. And it would mean the world to me if you liked this video and subscribed, rung the little bell notification thingy. As always, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Ka kite.